I'm so excited. This is my first episode of Millennial Ka. For the first 4 weeks, my guests are all very dear to my heart because they all grew up in our house. Having a daughter was also a millennial. Of course, she has a lot of friends who are millennials. Most especially this first guest that we have today. I'm so happy for him because he has come a long way. He's a awardee for Best Choice Awards for Most Outstanding in Performing Arts on Dance 2019. So ito, kailan lang yan? Last year lang yan. And he's also an Aliw awardee for Best Choreography for a new concept production 2016. At the same time, he is also a managing and artistic director of PhD dancers and PhD studios. Aside from that, he runs his own company. He is also the president of his own company. May I introduce you my guest for today, Juan Paulo Infante.
Hey, hi. Hi, Tita.
How are you, Paulo? It's
Tita, I'm great. Kasi I saw you today. So, it's so fun. Excited din.
really yes. You know, Paulo, it's just so happened Nicole is a millennial. You know, but but actually the lives of millennials are very interesting. You know that.
I, yes, Tita. Especially then, because we're guided naman by parents then, like you na. I remember growing up, every day I rode with Nicole, going home with our volleyball varsity practices or even mga dance practices namin in school, ganyan. Nicole so bright, ganyan. So feeling ko it varies din syempre because of the how we were raised by parents like you.
Oh,
Best friend. And grabe, what's that, grade 4? Until now that we're, 29, 28 years old na. So, it's super fun lang. Knowing your lifelong friends, even if we were so young back then.
yeah, but it's just hanging out, playing. You're playing volleyball. Well, while watching your games as parents, it's like competing also against the parents of your competitors.
I remember, tita.
I remember that, during the game, you're everybody's so cool competing, but the parents were not.
The parents were louder.
Di ba? No, those times, happy, happy, happy times. And
Yes.
you are like a son to me, Paolo. You know that,
Yes. And tita, I always tell you, you're like a mother to me. Thank you so much.
Ah, so anyway, for our listeners, I want them to know you more about a life of millennial like you. It's been very successful up to this time. What year were you born?
I was born year 1991.
1991. Oh, same age as Nicole, huh?
Yes,
And
tita. Same.
okay, can you tell something about yourself? A little bit something about yourself? Yeah.
Sure, tita. I'm those who doesn't know me, I'm Paolo. I'm very lucky that at a young age, I knew now what my passion was, and it was really dancing. So when I was 15 years old, I entered and joined Douglas Nearest Power Dance first as a student. Then after that summer workshop, I became one of their company members. So at that young age, at 15, I knew what I want. So I was very lucky back then because I found na my passion. Not all parang knows na what their passion is. So when I was in first year high school, um, I was a member of the Douglas Neres Power Dances. I was fourth year high school. I was a company member and I was earning already through our dances. Tapos they let me taught my first classes and workshops. So I become a teacher and choreographer for the company as well. So that's my yung first level ko of what happened to me.
Okay. Before this COVID-19 happened, this lockdown. Okay, shall we say ECQ, enhanced community quarantine, what were you doing?
Um, right now, I'm managing my own company. It's called JPI Entertainment. JPI Entertainment was found year 2012, and it actually houses my dancers. It's PhD dancers. And we also have our studio in Tomas Morato. It's called PhD Studio. So what JPI Entertainment do is we do events execution, we do marketing communications as well for brands that we're handling, and we do talent supplying and artist management for both networks, ABS and GMA. But my home network talaga is GMA.
So how did you put up this studio, Paulo? Because like, of course, for instance, like you said that you love dancing, but I want you to share to everybody, not only millennials, even the Generation Z after you, um, how can be a passion become a successful career eventually, right? Can you share
Yes, yes.
how did you do that?
At first talaga, especially my dad, he was skeptic about it. Kasi syempre,
Syempre,
ano,
yung magulang eh.
yes, tita. At saka, I know naman eh, na parang, oy, dance yung passion mo. And how will you translate dance? Parang, what will you do? And I remember my parents, I wanted me to become a doctor, ganyan. And I think medyo mataas yung standard nila for me. So, when I was pursuing it, so when I was in high school, I was a professional company member na in Power Dance. When I entered, when I was in fourth year high school, that was when I paused for a little bit kasi I wanted to enjoy my last high school year then. So, kasi I was doing so many stuff in school, tita. You know naman, I was a varsity in volleyball. I was the captain of the dance troupe. I was president of my class, ganyan, and all, and many other stuff. So, I wanted to enjoy it at first. So, I enjoyed that fourth year yung time na yon. When I was entering college, tita, that fourth year to college na summer, medyo I'm not sanay in terms of I'm not doing anything. Because you know that, tita, in grade 5, nag-Milo kami, volleyball, lyrical.
I
We
know.
were entering so many workshops. So, parang I wasn't sanay na parang, what will I do this summer? So, one member of CSA dance group was meron siyang Joy Cancio. She's a manager of the Sex Bomb Girls. She's the owner of Focus Entertainment. She has a daughter in CSA Dance Troupe. Tapos parang I made parang asar lang sa Yahoo Messenger na Yahoo Messenger pa back then. Parang, Jara, parang, can you tell your mom I'll dance for her? Ganyan, ganyan. Pero it was a joke. As in, accident lang talaga. Tapos parang after 30 minutes, I was being called. And Tita Joy was calling me, parang, Uy, Paolo, can you go to Eat Bulaga tomorrow? And can you dance lang? Ganyan. Sabi ko, okay, tita, sige po. So, talagang very accident. Tapos, when I came there, I just joined the dance. As in, I was part of the opening act with dancing, with all the artists, ganyan. Tapos, after that number was formed, she gave me a CD. Sabi niya, Paolo, can you choreograph? That fast, that same day. Sabi ko, tita, sabi ko, yes, can you choreograph? Tapos, back then, I didn't know who the Sex Bomb Girls was. As in, di ko talaga alala. So,
Hindi
I
mo
was there.
panahon. Hindi mo
No,
panahon.
or
Narinig
kundi sa panahon parang hindi ako ganun ka I don't know them, as in I was very honest from the beginning na so hindi ko pa yung kilala, so I didn't know what they do, hindi ko lang how they dance ganyan. So when they give me the scene, sabi ko sige tita, sure, kasi I didn't know them that they were superstars, that they have their own teleseries, they have their own albums and songs. I didn't know, so I choreographed then. Tapos after that day, tita, hindi na ako pinakawalan ni Tita Joy. She said na, you'll be my choreographer na. So I got more gigs and work for her. Para I was a regular na in Eat Bulaga every Monday. So when I was in college, sabay na siya with what I'm doing for the entertainment as a choreographer. Tapos after that, naging stage director na rin ako ng Eat Bulaga. They were giving me numbers for brands, for yung mga different brands na they do jingles, they do production numbers. I remember. Tapos they were letting me choreograph ng mga other artists, sila Kuya Bitoy, Tito Vic and Joey, and all the other artists. So basically, I started talaga in Eat Bulaga. So year 2009, yun talaga yung breakout ko. And the rest I can say is history. Pero after that, GMA got me na as a choreographer then year 2011. Tapos sunod-sunod na siya, tita eh. I got my
galing,
own
ang
dance.
galing, ang galing. Pero
Pa-
at the time,
Nail up.
Oh, where you were called, 'di ba, by accident.
Yes.
'Di ba? That's pure luck, they say, right? But where did you get their ideas? That's fascinating. Where did you get your ideas to choreograph?
Siguro tita, I was very blessed that my training in power dance equipped me well. Kasi when I was in power dance, I was training Mondays to Sundays every day, even if I was in high school. After classes 4 p.m. I go na to power dance at 6 p.m. and leave there mga 12 at midnight or 1 a.m. every day for 3 to 4 years ko siya ginawa. And I was equipped with hip hop, ballet, ballroom, jazz. So, meron na akong, I was equipped. When I was called, I was equipped. So, I was lucky na I was equipped. Kasi if I wasn't equipped, tita, feeling ko I would falter then or I will not be successful. Kasi it
Eh,
takes a lot of confidence din, tita. Because when I entered show business, I was 17 years old. And nung 17 years old ako, they were made na eh. So, dapat meron akong confidence to act and to choreograph and to command them, ganyan. So, I was lucky na in-equip ako ng power dance. So, kaya meron ako ideas, may technique ako, I know how to handle, I know how to create, ganyan.
whose idea to enroll at power dance?
Ayan, tita. Medyo fun
Kasi
story din siya.
alam
So,
mo naman ang mga magulang, they don't. Okay, are you gonna enroll? You're supposed to be in college right now on something like
yes,
that, right?
tita, tita. So, when I was in first year high school, tita, I have my lola. So, my lola is in the States. So, I call her Mamita. So, Mamita, she loves dancing. As in, that's her passion. Ballroom dancing. Ngayon, she picks among all her apo, sino ba yung sumasayaw? And it was me. So, actually, tita, she just wanted me to learn ballroom. Para naman, meron siyang apo who can dance with her. So, I was supposed to know cha-cha, ganyan, and swing, ganyan. So, when we went to power dance with my mom, parang I was being enrolled lang sa ballroom. Kaso tita, parang I think there's a 2,000, 3,000 to 4,000 difference lang. I'll be enrolled na with 4 classes. So sabi ng mom ko, anak, join na, everything, ganyan ka, nandiyan ka na rin naman. So join the ballet, join the hip-hop, join the jazz. Eh, syempre, back then, tita, I only know hip-hop. So parang ako, ay, gusto ko yan, hip-hop, ganyan. So sabi niya, okay, I know you in hip-hop, pero join jazz and ballet na rin. So sabi ko, oh sige, no problem. So ayun, tita, very accident lang. Kaya I dance with my mamita every time she goes home here in the Philippines.
Wow. So it's all for the love of it, in other words.
Yes, tita. So
Love for
parang
it.
accident lang. Luck,
Yes.
tita.
So in other words, ang backer mo, yung lola mo.
Yes, she enrolled me. She bought my dancewear, may yung mga foot ko, may sneakers, may jazz shoes, ganyan. Siya lahat yon at first. Tapos after that summer workshop, tita, I auditioned na. So when I auditioned na, so free na, tapos company member na ako. Buti na lang, tita, then fast na ganun.
Can you say that the formal training is very important uh in your career right now, that 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 you have become the person you are now because of that formal training?
Tita, honestly, super important siya. I think different path ako if I didn't have that formal training. Baka I became, I don't know, a doctor or a lawyer or a professional. Kasi without that formal training, tita, I think that sets apart na, kasi for me, like, this is my passion na anyone can dance. Anyone. As in, even people who say na, no, I can't
Yeah.
dance. No, kasi a step close is a dance.
Yes,
Or
right.
raise the hand is a dance. We can make it into a dance. So, sabi ko, that formal training, yun yung nag-set apart sa akin na I know how to attack it, I know the technique. So, very, very, very important. As in, every time na I speak or every time na I give an inspirational talk, ganyan, I always tell them na I'm very thankful na I trained, I'm very thankful na I learned talaga from power dance kasi if it weren't for them, wala lahat what I'm doing now.
So since you end up with your passion, right? The passion becomes your career. Um how often do you do this? I mean, how busy are you? Kasi syempre minsan kasi why I ask this question means because most of the time it happens because it's since your passion, you go with your mood, right?
Mhm.
But how often do you do this, and how often do you teach, and what transpired after that, after choreographing? Because I know you have JPI
Yes,
Entertainment.
Tita.
So what
Mm.
led naman to JPI Entertainment, and you're the president?
Yes, Tita. So, right now, if we're talking Tita right now, kasi, so, year 2011, I created my own dance group na. So, it's a professional dance company with dancers na who's been with me 9 years already. So, I've trained my choreographers. I have my own choreographers. I have my own team. I have my own wardrobe. We, it works na. So, technically, I'm the artistic director and managing director. Because of them, I had time to create more. I had time to pursue more passions na. So when PhD dancers was and PhD studios were doing well na without me micromanaging them, this led me to creating another venues na. So for example, first is I manage artists. I'm a talent manager. I'm also a talent supplier. So, for example, you watch teleseries or TV series, parang I provide the crowd, the bit players, the theater actors and actresses for mga shows. Besides that, we also do events management and concert management. So we have brands in JP Entertainment na we work with them, tapos we create their event execution, their marketing execution, their marketing plans for them. Lucky ako kasi dito, year 2011, when I created PhD Dances PhD Studios, we work we work with PAGCOR. So PAGCOR requires me to have my own business permit, my own BAR because my dancers dance for them. So accident din siya nangyari tita na okay, I have to create my own company para makuha namin yung salary for that. Then after, no, so I created JP Entertainment back then. Tapos, when we were growing and moving, doon ko na nakita yung need na to expand and explore more options. So, doon nag-create na kami. So, from JP Entertainment, just handling PhD dancers, we had PhD studios, we have the artists that we manage, the talent supplier, the events manager, the concert manager, and now we're continuing to expand and continuing to be known more sa ginagawa namin, tita. So, it's more of expanding, and lucky din ako sa mga people, tita, na nakasama ko.
Yes, that's good. So okay, let's 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 still talk about the passion, because I
Mhm.
want the listeners to understand, because like what you said, most parents, they like their children to end up being a lawyer, an engineer, a doctor, and you end up with your passion, which is dancing, right? So,
Yes.
and you have become very successful. Wala na silang
Yes.
wala na silang masabi ngayon because okay ka, right? But what I want to
Mm.
share, but what do you think that led you, what trait in you that led you to be who you are now and be successful again? I'm going back to that question, because when listeners will listen right now and hear, ay swerte naman kasi siya eh, kaya naman pala gano'n kasi ang dali 'di ba? It's always like that, right? So but I want to share that first, sabi mo, passion has to come with formal training, right? Because that's an important tool to be successful. Importante may formal training, 'di ba? Hindi lang basta hilig, right? Second, I want us to discuss about the character. When I say about trait, what do you think is the most important trait that you have that led you to this and become successful?
Um, So, for me, yung trait na that I have na feeling ko na I embody throughout my whole journey now is I'm a hard worker. I mean, if you know me talaga, I pursue what I love, hard work, hindi, and a lot of self-confidence.
Mm-mm.
Feeling ko when I was being brought up, yung mommy ko kasi is like this, ang galing-galing ng anak ko. Ay, ko anak pinakamagaling dyan. You know, stuff na like that. So, grabe yung self-confidence ko, tita, sa sarili ko. I mean, feeling ko na papansin nyo naman yung sa akin, tita, growing up na, well, is very confident in what he does. Parang 100% committed. So, I mean, we can say na luck helped me, pero I think yung hard work in pursuing what I love, hindi ko pinabayaan na, okay, dance. Oh, magaling lang ako mag-dance. I learned the business. I learned how to run it. I learned how to manage people. Hindi kasi pwede na love mo lang. Dapat you work hard for it. And besides working hard for it, dapat your confidence in yourself na you will make it and na you will prove to all of your loved ones or your friends, your family, ganyan na this is worth pursuing na you know di ako din at first I was scared. May scary moments din kasi syempre I know that mataas expectations ng parents ko from me. But again, with hard work and confidence, talagang nilaban ko siya. That's the word eh. You fight for it. And when you fight for it, I think it will reward you in any passion that you have. Pwede nga, your passion is what? As basic as what? Headbands. That's your passion talaga. Pero if aralin mo siya, if you know what trend ng headbands, if ganyan, you will, be successful talaga eh. I think I always tell people this na parang find what you love. Yun yung una mo. Find what you love. Then when you find it na, go work hard for it. Go be confident about it and love it. Talagang it will reward you and you will be successful kahit ano pa yan.
So, can you will you agree with me if I say that because of that hard work comes with discipline?
Yes, tita. Ano na yan? Parang it
Iba,
goes hand in hand.
uunahin mo muna yung gimmick mo bago trabaho. 'Di ba? May mga
Yan.
ganyan eh, sa age nyo eh, 'di ba? So,
Tama, tita.
is discipline important trait also?
Yes, tita, I think very important trait. I mean, if you know me personally, di pa ako nagpapaka-angel, ganyan, pero I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go out to party, ganyan. And I don't say na people who does this is bad. No. It's just that siguro hindi lang ako na-inclined to do things like that. Parang hindi ko siya na-enjoy na I drink, I smoke, ganyan. I enjoy hanging out with my friends, eating out, talagang making, being together, fun, ganyan. Pero I don't enjoy those stuff. So, yung time ko na aalat siguro for that, inaalat ko sa mga bagay na what's important for me. Train na lang ako mag-dance, mag-stretch, learn, read new books na mga katulong sa akin. Kasi, buti na lang, ayun tita, parang going back kanina dun sa question mo na, buti na lang equipped ako. Kasi when you're equipped, you're ready. You're going into a battle na, you know na, you're equipped to win it. Hirap din kasi tita na, Paolo, choreograph this, ganyan. Tapos I don't know how to do it. If
Exactly,
ganun yung
'di ba?
nangyayari, yes tita, kung ganung scenario yung nangyari sa akin, baka different yung mga outcomes ng result. Pero dahil na yun na equipped, I was patient enough to be a student, to learn, ganyan. Siguro yun. Kaya naging yung discipline and hard work na Mary ko. And I think, I'm happy to say na happy ako sa mga na-achieve ko, tita. Super.
Okay. Now, this is kind of serious question. Um, it's all because of the COVID-19 pandemic, right? It has affected a lot of people, a lot of industries, a lot of businesses, 'di ba? So, um, how do you think the situation with COVID-19 will shape the landscape of the business? Like, for instance, in your particular business,
Entertainment world,
you have
tita.
a studio, you have events, it's going to be affected. How do you think it will change?
Actually, this trying times is very hard. I think not only for us naman, for many talaga, tita. Since I started PHE 2011, never na nagkaroon ng month or ng 15 days na my dancers didn't have a show. It's only now na wala kaming show, we can't go out, they can't teach, they can't gather people to teach dance. And it's hard. We're taking a hit, tita. The company is shouldering monthly expenses without generating any income. And syempre, hindi
Bawa
naman
ka
natin
sa wow, bawa ka sa
natin pabayaan kayong mga people who were loyal and who were with us naman. So, we're taking a hit when it comes to monetary ganyan. I think this what happened with COVID, this will shape then how we people think kasi for example, all our events were canceled, all tapings were canceled. We have replays now sa TV and all those online ganyan. Buti na lang tita, my company, meron pa kaming clients because we do e-commerce as well. So bilang we have e-commerce, meron pa kami mga projects na ginagawa kahit na ganitong time. So lucky pa rin na
What is your
meron.
e-commerce about? What is it?
Can
What
I
is your
say tita?
huh?
The brand? Can I say the brand, tita?
Ano, yeah, of course. Pero wala namang problema. Hindi, yung
Okay, akala ko may mga brand.
separate from, is it connected with your what you do? Or,
Uh,
yeah,
yes,
of
tita, it's
course.
connected.
Yeah, you
JPI Entertainment, one of our clients is Lazada Philippines, and we know naman that Lazada is one of the frontliners now in terms of supplying people with their needs, supplying with essential health essentials, pet grooming essentials, and food essentials. So we're working with them, their marketing strategies to make people informed. First, second, we have donation charity drive campaigns with Lazada as well, wherein we do charity online concerts para we makuha ng monetary for charities such as World Vision, Caritas, UNICEF, and marami kaming Lads for Good partners na when you go to the Lazada app and click Lazada for Good, you will see all our partners. So, buti na lang then we still have work, we still have business. Besides this, also one of our clients, AXA, has a Project Blue strategy wherein they give power aids and blue bottles for frontliners sa hospitals. So we are the agency that has been manning and supervising those din. And yung a lot of projects tita na ganon. So mga all online, all onboarding, ganyan. So buti na lang we coped up with the business na hindi kami nasarado before na, oh, we do events lang, oh, we do concerts lang, ganyan. Buti na lang we have naging strong kami in e-commerce kasi I think that's the trend din now, tita. Answering your question, this will shape na very important na hindi na natin kailangan masyadong lumabas. Go to groceries, to shop, to pay our bills, to pay our insurances, our electricities. Parang at least there's this place where we can do it safely, especially this trying times.
so is this your new strategy for your business?
Yeah, yes, tita. Actually, buti na lang nga, December 2019, we shifted then to this side of business na we will cater this as well. Kasi because we have talents tita na social media influencers and artists, ganyan. So, you're easily connected din sa mga brands. So, buti na shift namin siya last year because we didn't know naman that this will happen. Eh. So,
Yes, of
I
course.
don't know, lock na naman ba? Ganyan. Pero something like that, tita.
Okay, but when this started to happen, did did it ever come to you to change your career?
Hmm. Honestly, tita, right
Nagkaroon ka
now,
ba ng
I
contact?
think
Sige, ano mas madali? Natakot ka ba? Nagkaroon ka ba ng fear because of this?
fear tita, yes. Kasi, it's not everything is about me na eh. Well, when I employed people, pag meron ka ng kasama na 9 years with you in your dance company, in your company, every employees na 6 years, 5 years na sa akin, it's not only about me. I think this is about the people that I'm with too. So hindi pwede na I quit, I change, tapos bayan ko na sila. No eh. It's also about how will we overcome this trial together din. Kasi at the end of the day, it's not a person who makes a company, it's the people in it and together. I mean, I'm the captain. I think of myself as the captain of the ship. And for me to quit, dapat ako yung last na mag-quit before matapos lahat.
Yes. Uh, ang galing mo, Paolo. I like the way you think and your positivity. You
Thank
know,
you, tita.
yeah, your insights in life. Pero kasi ang 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 naisip ko ngayon kasi Paolo about you. You know, my advice maybe you can do online teaching dance class online. Marami kaming. I
Mhm.
mean, ako mahilig ako sumayaw. Pero ibig sabihin, kagaya ng nung isang time, I had to go to online last week, magsamba, kailangan ko na mag-exercise. But
Mm.
I tune in to a site, magaling naman. I think she's Japanese, no? But since you have a name in the industry in the Philippines, I think you can come up with a dance classes weekly or even every day for exercise or whatever. You want to learn this? Like that. Diba?
Medyo, tita, we're thinking about it. Pero other dance companies, ginagawa na nila to. So, I'm very happy. So, may mga ibang dance companies that they offer dance classes na online. Also, mga bike studios, mga gym workouts, ganyan. They do it online na. Kasi people tune in pa rin and people need it pa rin. Sabi mga tita, fitness is part of um, everyday lives na rin.
Of
Especially, that's why
course.
nauuso yung homework.
Dati
Yes.
minsan fitness, ngayon dahil you're at home, you need to do it. It's a must
Yes.
now, you know. It's not before, okay, I'm free Tuesday, I go to the gym. Yung mga age namin ganyan eh, di ba? Now, no, I have to do this, di ba?
Yes.
Because,
Yes. Parang nagiging requirement na nga siya dito na you have to take care of yourself and taking care of yourself. Exercise is part of it. And dance is an exercise. So that's part of dance na we can practice tita by teaching. It becomes an exercise. Pero syempre for sure, may dancers miss dancing din talaga at their level. So, I mean, for shows, concerts, TVs, ganyan. And hopefully, tita, this ends soon and matapos na yung pandemic that we're having, magkaroon na tayo ng gamot para things get back to normal. And when I say normal, for sure, there's a new normal na. I mean,
yeah,
taking care of yourself, the hygiene, ganyan. Pero of course, feeling ko naman, malalagpasan din to ng lahat ng tao na
yes, you're right, you're right. We have
tita.
to stay
Yes.
positive and most of all, have faith in God, di ba?
Yes, tita.
Okay,
Siyempre.
I have last two questions for you. The first is, what advice can you give to people your age going through the same situation like you, the stop operations sila? I don't want to say close business, close shop, di ba? Going through, what advice can you give them?
Siguro, we can think of another way then or another side to what's happening. Kasi ako, when this happened, ang naisip ko lang is, parang all those years, I was moving, fighting. Parang this was the only time din nagkaroon ako ng pause. So this pause, this 1 month, 15 days na, I think, isipin na lang natin na God is telling us to pause, to rethink what we want to pursue, what's important, our family, our loved ones, yung mga businesses natin, how to take care of it more, what strategies that we have. So, it's like, binabigyan tayo ng, sabihin na natin, blessing na pwede natin gawing mas maganda pa yung anong ginagawa natin by realizing what is important and what is essential. Kasi we can think of it na, grabe, wala, bored na ako, whatever, this is so hard, ang hirap, ganyan. Pero, kasi I think we're privileged enough na meron naman tayong food, we can help, meron tayong capacity to do it. And because of that, kailangan yung thinking natin, positive din. Kailangan we think na we will overcome this and after this, we will triumph in a way na mas better perspective, mas better na
Yeah,
values, what is important.
yeah,
Ganun na lang tayo mag-isip rather than thinking the fear, isipin natin yung ganyan. And kung kaya natin, be an inspiration, help in little ways, ganyan.
yeah,
Kasi very important yun. Ayun, tita. I hope I answered the question.
yes, of course. Um, okay. The last one is, what are your personal goals over the next 5 years after this? If we're
Hmm.
back to normal. Okay.
Hmm. Personal goals. Hmm. Honestly, tita, this is not the first time that I was asked this question. Pero I always set new goals. Parang, okay, nakatayo ako ng dance company, dance studio naman. Pag di ako dance studio, ganyan. And right now, pinapalakas ko talaga all our marketing events and um, below and above the line activation. So that's a new goal for me. Pero kung meron akong long-term goal such as 5 years, I wish to help more people, tita. I wish to employ more people na mas nabibigyan ng work, ganyan. Kasi like now, medyo naawa ako sa mga talents that we have kasi stop talaga yung TV production. So, di ko sila mabigyan ng work. So, nag-iisip nga ako ng mga ways kung paano sila mabigyan ng work or something, ganyan. Pero back to normal, mas palakihin pa yun, mas palakasin pa para they have more work. Mabig yung mga events ko, magkaroon pa ng more people. Para, kasi I remember in Colegio San Agustin, there was a teacher who told me na be employers so that you will help um, our economy, yung mga Filipino people to have work, ganyan. And parang naging tumatak siya sa isip ko na parang, sige, tama, I will, parang kailangan makatulong ako more kasi kaya naman eh. And parang thank you ko na rin to sa lahat ng taong tumulong sa akin where I stand now.
Okay. Thank you, Paulo. You know, your messages are very inspiring, not only for kids your age, even for us, di ba? Parents, di ba? Meron kang advice. What we've learned from you today is about um, you can have a successful career about your passion. That's what parents should learn from this
Yes,
episode today. The, nako, bakit singer lang? Di ba? May ganyan eh. Bakit dancer? Wala mangyayari sa'yo. Oh, di ba? But what we've learned today, the passion can become a very successful career for a person. But it has to come with personal training, hard work, discipline, of course, a lot of guidance. I'm sure, Paulo, when you were starting, like when you were in power dance, you were listening to all your mentors there.
Ay, sobra, tita. Kailangan din you have good mentors and you pick the right mentors. Kasi that can make or break you eh. Kasi especially sa dance world, tita, parang now, makanood lang ng video sa YouTube, makagawa lang ng sayaw, choreographer na. And hindi ko inaano yun. I don't um, minus that fact. It's okay kasi anyone can dance, anyone can choreograph. Pero if you want to pursue a career wherein you will teach people, I think dapat you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the people you're teaching na alamin mo muna what's right and what's wrong para pag tinuro mo sa kanila, you pass down the knowledge that is right. Kasi yun yung isa sa mga challenges namin na parang, yes, we can dance, we can ganyan. Pero pag nagtuturo na ng technique, pag nagtuturo na ng history, ng ganyan, kailangan tama pa rin para naman yung knowledge natin. Parang school lang yan eh. Parang, para matuto ka magbasa, you have to know the letters. Parang ganun din sa dance. Parang, to know, para makasayaw ka ng I'm talking about career if you're gonna make this a career. Kung kailangan na if you want to choreograph or you want to teach, kailangan alam mo din how to ano yung pangalan ng technique na yan, ng step na yan, ganyan, para din ma-pass down mo. So, pick the right mentors and teachers. Yun. So, yun sa mga ko.
Actually, Paulo, it's both ways. You're a good listener. Because maraming magagaling na mentor, pero kung yung nakikinig is not internalizing it, what's the point, right? It's like going to school. You don't like the teacher, but everybody said the teacher is good. But unfortunately, you don't internalize what the teacher is saying to you. You get it? So,
Right, tita.
in essence, we have to learn to listen. And listening doesn't have to come, what? With age. Like what you said right now. Parents like me, oo nga no, kasi gusto mo maging doktor, gusto mo ganyan ang anak mo, right? But look at you. I'm so happy for you. Anyway, I would like to end our first episode for today. And I'm so lucky that Paulo said yes to me. And this is a very nice discussions about coping with the situation and how to set your goals in spite of the situation. Thank you so much, Paulo. Do you have any parting words to say to your friends?
Yes, friends. Ano naman, tita, at sa mga friends ko, I'm so proud of them kasi they're all making it good sa mga careers nila. Everyone's having the time of their lives, pursuing what they want, ganyan. Ako, to everyone talaga, know what you love. Tapos pag alam mo na yung love mo, yun na yun, push mo na yan. Parang ano lang yan, partner, pag nahanap mo na siya, yun na yun.
Okay. Thank you so much, Paulo. So this ends our first episode for today. Till our next episode, we have an exciting millennial again. Thank you so much and good luck, Paulo. More
Thank you,
power.
tita. I love you always, tita.
Okay, same to you, Paulo.